welcome to Atlanta Motor Speedway, qualifying underway for the Golden Eagle Syrup Superspeedway Series. Check out our sponsor at goldeneaglesyrup.com. Pride of Alabama. They have some wonderful, delicious pecan pies to go along with their syrup, and also some kettle corn. Not quite kettle corn, caramel corn. That's the word I'm looking for. It's all freaking delicious, okay? Go check it out, goldeneaglesyrup.com. CD1 of Ian Montrose. He was first one out on track, so we're going to go along with the one car and see what kind of lap he can put down. Check him out in there. Open face helmet, just cruising around the track. Looking all cool as he drives his monster Monte Carlo around the track. First time lap comes off of turn number 4, heading back to the straight. First lap to go in, 29.673 for Ian Montrose. That'll be the benchmark for everyone to pick off. Ethan Evers jumps over him in the Goodwrench car. There's a brief look at that until Harper goes up to the top spot on lap 1. He's going to smack it into the wall, and that is going to kill lap number 2. Harper will not improve on the 29.447. He will stay right there. We'll see if Ethan Evers can pick up on his time. What up, Red Cell? What up, Barbara Sneed? Hello, everyone. Welcome on in. Hope you're having a wonderful Friday. Ethan Evers, lap 2 slower. He will remain 8th. Talon Smith, shock of nobody, goes to the top of the charts with a 29.336. Got his Pontiac up on the top spot. He's going to one and done. Brings it down to the pit lane. Then gasses it back up to complete lap 2. Completely confusing me. Christopher Howell clocks in that 4th position. Welcome back, Mr. Howell. Got that Castrol Monte Carlo in the 4th spot. Alex C. Liddy, factory setup Chevrolet, sits in 3rd. Harper in 2nd. Colin Teague, currently 7th after first lap. Trenton Steed, first lap, puts him in 12th. Actually, that was his 2nd lap. Surprising on Trenton, back there in the 12th spot. Corey Deal clocks in 16th. Jeremy Scher 17th. Joe Monahan in the top 10. Andrew Beach 9th. Dalton Hayes in the 8th spot. Colin Teague going for a ride here. Tearing up his primary car. He'll have to go to a backup. Check in on some other folks. Here's Mike Edwards. Mikey wants Cliff to wreck him tonight. .113 for Mike Edwards. Not going to move him up a whole lot. Or at all. He'll remain 18th. All that Neo in his car slowing him down. Looks like no one else is going to attempt qualifying. Talon Smith will be your pole sitter for tonight. To nobody's surprise. Doesn't look like he's hanging out in driver chats. We won't talk to our pole sitter. Let's see who's the first car we do have in chat. Ethan Evers in 5th spot. Probably should not go there. Ethan DG, got a copy?
Hello.
Hi. Well, you're the highest qualifying driver that's actually in the chat to talk to. Starting 5th tonight here at Atlanta. 60 laps around the 1.5 mile track. Does the new layout actually help these cars at all, or how does it feel out there?
It's gonna feel like a mixture of old Atlanta and maybe new Atlanta on the new tires, I believe.
So early on, it might be a little new Atlanta, but we're going almost quickly right back to old Atlanta style.
Correct.
That might be a good thing.
Depends.
Try to get the field strung out and not on top of each other, crashing every lap.
Yeah, I mean, if they hit the wall coming out of the corner and bounce back up the track, type deal, then we might have a couple cautions.
And for good luck.
Appreciate it.
Yes, Rowdy, we already talked to him, though. we gave Mr. Howell the chat earlier. Let's get a cars out on track. We start to grid up for tonight's race. Travis Scrimmetta, not the first one we can show you. Everyone else is not there. There's the 8 of Evers. 7 of Harper's jumped in. For some reason, we're always waiting for the same team for these. And it's Harper's teammates every time. So we'll show you Harper's car. Bill Elliott Mac tonight throwback. Still waiting for our drivers to grid up. They got about 2 minutes to get done their last testament and will before they go out here and die. 27 drivers here. See how many actually start the race. I know JR Deal said he is adminning. Scheduled to roll off 25th, but we'll see. I don't think he's going to be out on track. Dalton Hayes trying to get wrecked in the chat and on the racetrack. All the flat earthers trying to get banned in chat. Let's see. Talon's finally on track. Look at that. I don't have it set up for the Pontiac though. We'll do rear chase. And then we'll run through our starting lineup presented by our friends at Labor 12. Labor 12 with the awesome starting lineup music here. Check them out wherever you get your music. We have Talon Smith starting on pole in the Pontiac, number 74. Nathan Harper in the 7-4. Mac tonight, Bill Elliott throwback starts in second. Alex Linney in the factory setup Chevrolet starts third. Christopher Howell in the cash roll Chevy rolls off fourth. Ethan Evers, the Goodwrench Chevy, starts in fifth. Travis Skrmetta in the Flat Earth Chevrolet starts in sixth. Colin Teague will roll off seventh in the Highlighter car. Dalton Hayes, another Flat Earth car, starts in the 8th position. Andrew Beach in the Side Pipes Pontiac starts in 9th. Joe Monahan, the Busch Chevrolet, will start in 10th. Jake Lawrence, another Flat Earth Chevrolet, starts in 11th. Trenton Sneed Tombstone Game Farm Pontiac, starts in 12th. Zach Margison, the Coppertone Pontiac, almost said Chevrolet, starts in the 13th spot. They're crashing. Okay. Ian Montrose in 14th. Corey Deal 15th in the number 6 Eagle 1 car. Will Spark 16th in the Blockbuster Chevy. Jeremy Scherer, Dr. Pepper Chevy 17th. Mike Edwards in the Flat Earth Ford starts in the 18th spot. Jeremy Clapper Newell in the Wonder Chevy starts in 19th. Then you have Chris Walsh in the Jim Beam car starting 20th. Dave Hoytsma of the Labor 12 Buick starts in 21st. Daniel Lawal and Stacy's mom's going to start in the pits 22nd. McBride, the RC Chevy, starts in 23rd. Cliff Mullins, Pinnacle Trailer Sales Pontiac, starts in the 24th spot. JR Deal Race Control, Troy Burke will start 26th, and Will Asherbrenner 27th. 27 cars here at Atlanta in the 87s. Golden Eagle Syrup Superspeedway Series. Part of the DGS Racing Leagues. Check them all out at dgsracing.com. Pace car heads down the track, and we are getting set for the start. Have to wait for the green on the initial start. All others are on the leader. Appreciate Labor 12 for the music, and let's get this thing underway. Boogity, 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 let's go racing. Talon Smith and his two teammates, Harper and Linney, 1, 2, 3. They all time that start and get out to the front. Christopher Howell rolls fourth, and then Skrmetta. Top 5 cars get all single file really quickly. Ethan Evers, Colin Teague doing battle. I can't tell which Flat Earth car that is. It might be Dalton Hayes. Colin Teague having a bit of a blink. Oh, they're going to bang doors. That's Andrew Beach and the Flat Earth car of Dalton Hayes making door-to-door contact. Looked like Margis in the 55 got up high, hit the wall in the Coppertone Pontiac, and we get our first caution. The Dr. Pepper Chevy is missing a front end and a right front fender. Oh, vicious hit. Let's get out the drone here in a second. It's like the 99. I think that's the 99. Came down on him. Underbred car absolutely right hooked the 15 into the outside wall. And you heard the motor pop. He's going to have to tow. Let's go drone cam. 99 goes up the hill, then comes down the hill. You can watch that in slow-mo, but if you watch the scenes in the track, it's like Clapper Newell comes down in his right rear. I mean, the 15 comes up a little bit, but 99 went down more. I guess that's the way to say it. Let's go ahead and put this on a 1-second replay in slow-mo. And watch the 99 and 15's track position relative to the seams in the track. 99 is drifting up, drifting up, drifting up. And then he starts drifting down and catches the rear of the 15 Dr. Pepper car head on into the outside wall. Jeremy Scherer absolutely destroyed in that one. Fortunately, no other cars collected. Scherer had to take the tow. Rough way to start the race for Scherer. Well, he's going to hope for carnage once he gets back out there and gets the fast repair complete. Not sure what the flat earther Dalton Hayes is doing there. Get driver chat in, have some fun.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah, buddy, apparently. Race control JR deal there. 26 cars officially started the race.
Stacy's mom has got it going on.
Now we're singing about Daniel Llewellyn. What are we doing
Clapper,
back
go
here?
pull the freaking line. That's what it's there for.
What?
Ethan, I love that fucking car. Oh my god, somebody hit me. Ian, for the record, Adrian was just checking my damage. Because he fucked me again.
What's happening out here
Oh,
tonight?
fucking Ian with one eye did it? Come back here, you little bitch boy.
I think some hostility is growing here.
There you go. Rolled up and just gave him a tap. Driver's being spicy tonight.
Who was it?
Looks like
Sorry.
the lights have come back on the pace car. Someone stopped and brought out
Stop,
another
I'm
pace
supposed
lap.
to be behind the 8. What the fuck?
You're the
Thank
last
you.
one. Complete the
Love
mission.
you.
The Clapper Newell has
More like
extended
no
the caution.
chance extreme.
I don't think that delay was because of me, because I was already born again.
It was because the 99 stopped
Clapper,
for
what
the
are we
French
doing
switch.
back there, dog? You gotta catch up with the rest of you.
I'm waiting for the 14.
Yes, that has been rectified, Rowdy.
Ian, how many championships do you have?
Ooh,
Blow it out your ass.
beach with the savagery.
Understood. Thank you. That answered my question. The same as Neo's.
Ooh.
I had to stop to take my wheel off and adjust it.
I didn't buy myself a trophy like some people.
What's that
Jeremy, you're
mean?
in the pit lane, right? I really didn't hear you. Please tell me again.
I didn't buy myself a trophy like you did.
I don't know how that's buying a trophy.
I didn't buy myself a trophy. I beat the shit out of Cliff fair and square. I even ran one less race than he did and beat him by a whole race.
Do you?
That's built, not bought, bitch.
Alright, well, I'm up to 5 now.
Cliff Mullins has
Motherfucker,
5
I
different
still
people
owe
who
you.
would
Shut
stay.
the fuck up.
The drivers are very entertaining tonight. Glad we have
I do
driver
want
chat
to
on.
point out that he is telling people to shut up that are other than Ian, are all in the same team chat. He is quite really just taking the piss. And he probably has to piss with how much he fucking drank.
So drink more. Cheers.
Cheers.
I need a retractable cup holder for my rig here. That way I can put something in my cup holder. Or put my beer in a cup holder. Fuck, help.
Cheers.
Well, all right. That all happened. Rolling through turn 3, getting set for the restart. The Clapper Duel may happen one lap later.
Get more alcohol.
Push. Drive.
JR Deal says shut up and drive.
Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing.
Welcome on in, Allie. Talent Smith and his group of teammates all jump the restart together.
Fucking speed creep!
No idea what we're yelling about. Christopher Howell in fourth. Travis Scrimmetta battles Colin Teague for fifth. Travis Scrimmetta in that Flat Earth black Chevrolet. Right there with Colin Teague and Dalton Hayes, another Flat Earth car. All these Flat Earthers out here showing their Neanderthal skills. We have completed a lap under green, despite everyone's best efforts. Progress is being made. Watch the Flat Earthers battle one another. Dalton Hayes and Scrimmetta side by side. Someone's in the wall. Ethan Evers and Colin Teague still side by side. Now Evers gets to the inside of the 77 of Scrimmetta. And now Evers trying to split them three wide. Hayes slides up in front of Scrimmetta. See if anyone bolted on tires here, because they are free all race long. It's like Troy Burke and David Hoytsma slapped on tires back in 20th and 21st.
I love that view in front of me, dog.
How many people hit the outside wall coming off turn number 2? It was about half the field. Dalton Hayes about wrecks there. Hangs onto it somehow. Things have settled in for the moment. So let's run through the field. Talon Smith leads at lap number 10. Nathan Harper second.
Mike, you
Alex
have no
Lenny
idea
third.
how badly I want to knock that fucking car over the fence.
Christopher Howell in fourth. A lot of cars bouncing off the wall. Ethan Evers fifth. Dalton Hayes sixth. Andrew Beach seventh. Travis Scrimmetta eighth. Now ninth as Montrose gets by. Colin Teague in 10th. Margison 11th. Trenton Steeves 12th. Corey Deal 13th. Chris Walsh 14th. Jake Lawrence 15th. Mike Edwards. Zach McBride. Will Spark. Cliff Mullins. Troy Burke. Burke drops down to the apron. Lets Dave Hoytsma through. Clapper Newell 22nd. Daniel Wallen 23rd. Will Ashburner 24th. Looks like Dalton Hayes is dropping down a running order. Let's see what happened to Dalton. Running outside, Andrew Beach and the Flat Earther found out the wall is also flat. Slides into the inside wall. That one's flat too. Then heads back out on the track. Now he's battling the other Flat Earther, Mike Edwards. A lot of them out there believing in the Earth being flat. That is what these free Neo cars are all about. Whoa, there goes Corey Deal, spit out of the field. We watch this battle for second between Christopher Howell, and it's already over as Nathan Harper gets passed by Howell. Despite Cliff Mullins' best effort, it is not pronounced Howell. Harper heading the wrong direction as the inside line fills in, pushes Harper up the track. He gets in the wall coming off turn number 2. And Ethan Evers up into the 5th spot. We'll see if Christopher Howell can run down Talon Smith. Talon has a 7/10 lead, almost 8/10 in his pink and purple and cyan Pontiac. A delightful color named Cyan. Corey Deal is back up to 10th after that wild ride he took. He's passing Travis Scrimmetta. Moves the Eagle 1 forward up into the 9th spot. Harper, Beach, and Evers doing battle, 4th, 5th, and 6th. Evers back to the front of this group. Harper trying to get back past Beach after Beach took advantage of the inside line and got past Harper. Field's kind of all bunched together still, all the way back to 21st. A lot of cars within 1 second of one another. Mike Edwards gets by Trenton Sneed. That was for 12th. Margerson and Teague trade the 14th spot. Corey Deal battling Chris Walsh. That's for the 8th spot. This Deal on the move. They're catching up to the one of Montrose. Today's green cars that came and topped off the tank are going to be in good shape here. Montrose bounces off the fence. A lot of cars bouncing off the corner to outside wall. Up front, the gap is growing. Talon Smith over Christopher Howe. Alex Linney running third. Ethan Evers fourth. Harper fifth. Beach sixth. He has Chris Walsh to his inside. Walsh will move up a spot into the sixth position. Walsh a big fan of these cars. I don't think anybody was more excited than him when we announced we were bringing back the 87s. Andrew Beach sliding up the hill. Corey Deal going to get past for 7th. Beach falls to 8th. Talon Smith slowly pulling away from Christopher Howe, now up over a 2nd. Chris Walsh looks like he saved the tire well. He's catching Harper in a very big hurry. He's already to the inside and past. Goes Walsh up into the top 5. Great run going for the Jim Beam Chevy. Cordeal will try to find his way past Harper so he can keep in touch. We have Andrew Beach 8th, Montrose up to 9th, and Jake Lawrence in 10th, and Mike Edwards in 11th, Travis Cremetta 12th, Trenton Sneed running 13th. Dave Hoisman in 14th. They're battling for that spot as Dave on the inside line in his Buick gets by Trenton's Pontiac. That was Cliff Mullins. Looks like he's missing a front end on that car. Yeah, Cliff Mullins, no nose on that number 37. Zach Martinson 16th. Dalton Hayes 17th. Zach McBride 18th. Colin Teague 19th. Clapper Newell in 20th. Troy Burke 21st. Daniel Llewellyn 22nd. Will Asher-Brenner 23rd. Will Sparks on the pit lane, 1 lap down in the 45 car. Just brought that car to pit lane, so it looks like he's going for a 2-stop strategy. We'll see how that plays out. Currently it looks like the only one going for a 2-stop. Cars are running about 3 seconds off their average. That's how much these tires have fallen off. Looks like Zach McBride in the 12 RC Cola cars brought it to the pit lane. He's going to go 2-stop strategy. Lenny Evers Walsh is 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Right there behind Howell. There's Corey Deal right behind Nathan Harper. Dalton Hayes battling the 55 of Margison. Hayes on the high line, Margison down low. Jeremy Scherer looking to the middle. Probably doesn't want to push that issue in the first half of the race as he's already used the fast repair on that car. Jeremy's shown 2 laps down right now. He needs this thing to go green at least until McBride gets back on the lead lap. So Scherer going to have to hope. Well, now he goes past him, right? Not quite. Not quite. Scherer needs to get ahead of McBride, then he'd be the lucky dog right now. Talon on cruise control, 2.5 up over Christopher Howell. Howell has Lenny Evers Walsh in tow. Jake Lawrence and Mike Edwards doing battle. Couple of flatter fanatics going at it. That's a good look at the lead Talon Smith has right now. On cruise control for the 74. We'll see if he can make it to halfway on the fuel. Cliff Mullins has slowed down quite a lot. Sure, he'll have to take a fast repair here. He's following Trenton closely, probably trying to keep it in the draft. Find any battles on the track. Harper fairly close in there. We have Beach and Scrimetta. Last spot in top 10 battling. Also do the points at halfway. Be interesting to see who can make it that far. Trenton said 30 was right on the nose. We did have that one caution early on. That should help for anyone that did not pit. At least they got the pace laps. Scrametta gets on by Beach. Picks up the 10th spot. These cars in the final bit of their tire run have to be struggling. Heard drivers say they did not want to go a full fuel run on these tires, but here we are. We've gone green. Margison hits the wall. Hayes hits the wall. Somehow nobody hits Clapper. Somehow Clapper hits nobody. This is, looking at the chart, 16th, 17th, and 18th. All bundled up together. You have the no-nose Pontiac of Cliff Mullins passing Trenton Sneed for the 14th spot. That tells me that Trenton has absolutely killed those tires. Montrose and Beach battle, that is for 11th. Chris Walsh, Ethan Evers. Walsh moves up into the 4th spot, so Walsh, one of the better cars on the tire saving here. Get towards the end of the fuel run, still making his way forward. Very impressed with Walsh tonight. Now we can bring driver chat back in. It seems like they've settled down on track. Montrose and Beach still door to door, the 1 and 71. That is still for the 11th spot.
So tight. Oh my God.
And that is Montrose saying how tight his car gets on the
Go
inside of
low,
Beach.
go low when you get to me, Zach.
What did you try and turn me right there, buddy?
Alan Smith telling McBride to go low. Is McBride trying to get to 1 lap down, as he is the lucky dog right now. If he was to get in front of Talon and then catch a caution, he'd be right back on the lead lap. Much leader Talon on our final lap of the first half of this race. Give away 10 points probably to Talon at the end of this lap here. Howell 2 seconds back in second. Talon's going to roll it off turn number 4 and pick up the 10 points for leading at halfway. And the rest of the field will storm through when they get there. Christopher Howell will pick up 9 points, Lenny 8, Walsh 7, Evers 6, Harper 5, Deal 4, Edwards 3, Lawrence 2, and Scrimmetta 1. And now pit road is probably going to get busy. But Margison already on the pit lane. Big lock up there. We'll have to see if he was able to slow it down. Will Spark currently sitting on the pit lane taking repairs there. That yellow and blue Blockbuster machine. Cars has been to the pit lane. Joe Monahan had a minute 30. Jeremy Shearer had 4 minutes on the pit lane. McBride 25 seconds. And now Margison on the pit lane.
Pitting.
Apparently missed some excitement coming to the pit lane.
Did you make it to pit road, Ian?
Goes through the cone.
That was like an old stop, hit stop.
I mean, you hit the cone, you're gonna end up hit something, right?
Could it be you?
31.
Pitting this time.
We'll see if he picks up the penalty. The leader is on pit lane. Hands over the race lead to Christopher Howell.
18 pitting.
Chris Walsh coming to the pit lane. And 33 laps for these cars that haven't pit all race.
You know, you're fucking lucky I got a pit.
Daniel
I'm gonna
Wallen.
be pitting, Zach.
Okay. Anyone
Harper
pitting in?
takes over the race lead in the 7. He'll go 34 laps. He got plenty of fuel. That'll be all about short fills and getting the fuel number exactly right, since obviously they don't need the whole tank.
Pitting this time.
Harper and Edwards still on track, along with Beach and Clapper Newell. The only one of those cars that has pit out of that group was Edwards. He came down on that lap 4 caution. Harper's coming to the pit lane. Mike Edwards will take over the race lead in his flat earth Ford. Harper second, Beach third, Clapper Newell stays out another lap. So Harper and Clapper Newell 35 laps on
I
the
thought
thing.
a simple speeding penalty was 15 seconds.
99 pitting, 99 pitting.
Ian Montrose shows a minute and 30 on the pit lane for the one car,
Might
so
get
he
the damn
did pick
cone
up a
out before I
penalty.
got there. I don't even know where the line was.
He did get a penalty in that one car.
Thanks, William.
The aid of Ethan Evers. Looks like he had a minute
You're welcome.
pit stop, so he's picked up a penalty. Daniel Llewellyn, I don't know if he's doing damage repair or what. He is sitting there a long time, already 43 seconds on his pit stop. Average is about 22, 25 in these cars. Jeremy Scherer, he's picked up a penalty. Still sitting there at 35 seconds. A lot of drivers. Green flag stops catching them out. Talon Smith's already back up to second. Mike Edwards is yet to pit. Talon is about 24 seconds behind Edwards. Closest car to Talon that has pits, Christopher Howell. He is trying to do the math here. Quite a ways back. And Clapper Newell on the pit lane. Get all these pit stops, then we'll get sorted for you. Mike Edwards finally comes down off the track with 24 laps to go. Brings his flat earth forward to the pit lane. There's Talon going by Daniel Llewellyn. Once he cycles back around, he'll resume leading, and he'll have about 16 seconds over Christopher Howell. Talon has absolutely obliterated the gap between the two. There goes Smith back to the lead. Green flag pit cycle continues. Everyone should make it from here, so we should be done unless we get a caution. This is battle for position. Chris Howell, Chris Walsh. The Christophers are going at it. Howell overtakes Walsh. Looking at the pit lane time, Christopher Howell took 4 tires and a large tank of gas. Talon Smith, short pit, took 12 seconds. 12 seconds in the pit lane for Talon Smith. So that raises questions of, does he have enough fuel? Does he have enough tire? Currently Christopher Howell not gaining any time, despite having 1 lap fresher tires and, I'm assuming, fresher left sides. I don't know if Talon took left or rights. Typically you take rights, but the 87s do
Damn,
weird
who would have
things.
thought we'd go green almost in the 87s at Atlanta?
Because they spread out. It's wonderful.
To be fair, after like 5 laps, it just drives like old Atlanta anyway.
Yeah, this isn't a super speedway race.
Or should it?
I really
So
just
that you
need a
fuckers
caution
stop
so I
wrecking.
think I'll say something and it's jinxed it and somebody's wrecked like always.
I didn't mean to brake check you there, Jake. I just was listening super early to save.
The Talon rolling
Oh,
the
you're
2
good,
tire
bro.
dice has a massive lead. This is the battle for second. Howell and Walsh will check in Linney. Linney has the 7 of Harper right behind him. Then the lap car of Jeremy Scherer, currently showing 5 laps down after his last tire raid on pit road. Cost him a minute and 42. A rough night for the Dr. Pepper Chevy. And he's got some speed now. He's trying to pass these cars that are up in the top 5. Yeah, Corey Deal in the 6th, running 6th. And Flat Earther Travis
Come back up the
Scrimmetta running
track,
7th.
Daniel. It's okay. So we get across.
Flat Earther Jake Lawrence 8th. Flat Earther Mike Edwards running 9th. Dave Hoytsma, man of reason and intent. This man knows the earth is round. Trenton Sneed in 11th. Cliff Mullins in the 37. I was thinking about Cliff behind him. Running in 12th. Dalton Hayes running 13th. Jeremy Clapper Newell 14th in the Wonder Bread car. McBride currently in 15th. So proud of McBride getting his RC Cola car out there with the sponsors on. Great job, Zach. Thanks to Hayden fixing the decals. Margison in 16th, Colin Teague 17th, Troy Burke 18th, Ethan Evers 19th, Will Ashburner 20th. That's the last car 1 lap down, and he's about to go 2 as Talon Smith's right on his back bumper. 2 laps down, Andrew Beach with a minute and 2 pit stop the last time he was down. Montrose, obviously we saw him get this penalty going through the cone. Currently 22nd, Daniel Llewellyn just now coming off the pit lane with a 1.8 second stop, so that's strange. Maybe he needed the faster pair. Back out he comes 4 laps down in 23rd. Gets up the track, allows the inside for Scherer. Joe Monahan, remember he was pretty dedicated to that 2-stop strategy. Here he comes down for his 2nd stop. Scherer 25th, and Will Smart still sitting on the pit lane, 26th. Walsh and Howell is still a good battle. Just about everyone else is all spread out, so we'll watch these two. So we have 15 to go from Atlanta. Talon Smith has about a half-lap lead on him with his 2-tire strategy.
Go by, Michael.
Travis Scribetta just allowed Mike Edwards by. Edwards has 4-lap fresher tires. Artisan and Teague, that's the battle for 17th. Try to keep tabs on any of the close action, not a lot of it right now. Wow. Contact between Teague and Margison. Margison going for a slide. With those cars 1 lap down. That is Burke. 01 car coming down off the asphalt there. Only 10 laps since he was last on pit lane. 01 car headed to the pits again. Was running top 15 1 lap down, but he has decided to hit the pit lane after only 10 laps. Colin Smith working lap traffic. Gets to the inside of the 8. Ethan Evers. There's Talon on the backstretch. Check in on Howell. He's at the start-finish line. It's a huge advantage. We have a battle for 2nd. At least that's exciting. 18 and 82. Walsh and Howell. Howell in the Castrol machine. The Jim Beam car of Chris
Jeff.
Walsh. Did he take Jeff? We had a Jeff in this race. I'm so confused. This is not boring. This is exciting. You just hate it because Talon's winning. You'd love it if you were winning. Colin Teague all over the place back in the background. Colin struggling to get it to the finish. 16th, 1 lap down. Howell hangs on to 2nd for the moment over Walsh. Let's see if we have anyone else close together. Clapper Newell and Cliff Mullins. I don't think Cliff's mad at Clapper today. We'll see. Find out real soon. Troy Burke back on the pit lane. Not sure what's going on with the 01 car, but he made it off the pit lane and went right back down. Some struggles going on with the 01 car. He's falling down the order. Now 4 laps down. See some smoke there. May have been from McBride. He had lost 4 or 5 seconds here on that last lap. And McBride trying to get to the pit lane. Saw some smoke coming out of that car. Locked up the tires. He'll come to the pit lane. Yeah, he smacked that outside wall pretty hard. He may have picked up a meatball. May have to use up his fast repair. Talon continues the lead with 8 to go. We have Howell and Walsh. Harper. Harper has Linney and Edwards not too far away as Edwards works inside Margison. Smoke with that front stretch, I presume, from McBride. Skrmeta not falling back from Michael as much as maybe he would have thought, despite having 4-lap older tires. Closest battles are Howell and Walsh, and then Harper and Linney. And then Edwards and Skrmeta, they're really back together again. Corey Deal and Lawrence is not too big of a gap either. It's hard to tell which one to watch. Edwards burned up his tire to get ahead of Travis. They're all within that like 1 to 2 tenths range. Just kind of chilling. Edwards has the Colin Teague car to deal with as he goes across the stripe. 6 laps to go from Atlanta Motor Speedway. Not a lot going on with these final 5 laps. Skrmeta and Edwards, the tightest battle we have at under 1.5 or under 0.15. Chris Walsh now. So they have to navigate around Cliff Mullins. The 82 of Howell lost a lot of speed. Allowed Walsh to close right in, but so far Howell's maintaining the spot. Battle for second, heats back up. Walsh is going to look to the inside, try to take the shortest loop he can, way down on the red line. Christopher Howell trying to side draft him there. And Howell hangs on to it. And Skrmeta's still in a bottle. Trying to see which earth is flatter. Trenton Sneed, Clapper Newell, they're back here 11th and 12th. That's the yellow car and the white and blue Wonder Bread car. Things are just about settled here. Talon Smith on the backstretch. If he can make it back to the line before a yellow, we will be done. Talon has 17 seconds on the field with his 2-tire stop. Did not know if he would have the fuel to make it, but apparently he does. So he starts the final lap, heads into turn number 1. Hell, he could probably almost coast it from here. I just smacked the wall. Jerry Clapper, Newell, Trenton Sneed. This is a battle for the 11th spot. They get side by side for a moment. Checking on everybody else as they take the white flag. Talon's going to bring it off turn number 4 and cruise to the win. Very old school style.
The 2 tires worked out.
Yeah, Chris Howell. Chris Walsh. Looks like Walsh just smacked it off the wall. Trying everything he could in that Jim Beam Chevy, but that's probably going to be all she wrote after he smacked the wall and lost so much ground there. Lucas apparently is shocked by the finish.
That was great racing, Christopher. Nice work there, dude. That was a lot of fun.
Howell and Walsh 2nd and 3rd. Harper bringing home 4th.
Good race, Mike.
Lenny 5th. Flat Earther Mikey 6th.
Yeah, man,
Skrmeta 7th.
I thought for sure you and
Corey Deal
when we
8th.
got to that lap car.
Jake Lawrence 9th. And Dave Hoisma picks up a top 10. Go ahead, Daddy Dave. Clapper Newell 11th. Trenton 12th. Dalton Hayes 13th. Cliff Mullins 14th. Colin Teague 15th. Zach Martinson 16th. Ethan Evers 17th. Will Ashbrenner 18th. Andrew Beach 19th. Ian Montrose 20th. McBride 21st. Llewellyn 22nd. Scherer 23rd. Monahan 24th. Burke 25th. Will Spark 26th. And J.R. Deal race control tonight. 2 tires was definitely the move. Definitely the move. Right? Hayden winning all the races is boring. That's why when Talon and Hayden race the same race, it's very entertaining. Because it's boring when both of them win races. Let's see who we have in chat. Have a little word with here after the race. We don't have Chris Walsh, so we'll talk to Christopher Howe. Oh, there's Walsh. He's down the waiting room. Chris, DG, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you, DG.
Well, we brought it home third tonight. Looked like you were having a blast out there, and you seemed to be a lot better at saving tires than a lot of the guys around you. Late in the runs, you started to surge forward. How was it out there?
Yeah, it was good. It seemed like 20 laps into a run, and I think a lot of guys died off, and I don't know, whatever I was doing, I was just able to get through the field there pretty good time, and so yeah, wasn't sure that it was a lot harder on the run on the first round, but the second run, man, it was good racing with Christopher. It was clean. We had some pretty good battles there, but just didn't quite. I think I might have had a little bit better of a car, just didn't have the talent to get around him tonight. But P3, I'm super happy with that.
Heck yeah, great finish for you tonight. You got the friends, family, and sponsor shout-outs tonight.
Yeah, I get Jim Bean on the race car there tonight, looking good in the old 87, and just thank everybody that's in this field there tonight. That was great racing. You for doing the broadcast. A couple buddies that I got in here with me, and yeah, good times. And shout out to you guys and everything that you do for this league there. It's a good time.
And Floor, congrats on that strong P3 run tonight, and we'll see you back here next week.
We'll see you. Thank you.
Go ahead and bring in our second place finisher, Chris Howell.
Push
Chris,
it a little more. Hey,
hi.
what's up?
Interview time. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. I would say first racing here with the second. I guess that's a pretty good night.
Yeah, it's a great night. You were the highest finishing car that took 4 tires at the stop. How do we feel about the race tonight?
Just spoke to you before the race. I'm just here to have fun and create some content. And it's been, I don't know, 3 years since I've been in the Sidewinder racing league. So it was a good race. I had maybe 5 minutes on track in this car. I think if I would have had a little bit more time, maybe I could have figured some more stuff out. But yeah, I noticed that big gap, and I was just like, yep, 2 tires was the way to go. I didn't realize it till I got to pit lane how slow the pit time is. So once you get that gap, that time, you're not going to make it back. I don't think the tires are going to make that up. But
yeah, the time in the box was 9 seconds for the extra 2 tires, and then actually on the pit lane, you also lost a little bit of time. So it was,
on entry, I think me and Talon was talking. It's about a second and a half slower than him on the entry. So hey, it is what it is. I still take a second. It's awesome to come in here and race with you guys, first race and finish second, and maybe I'll be around for some more. I don't know, but appreciate the interview. And
well, it's time for those friends, family, sponsor shout outs. You got some for us tonight?
Yeah, I just want to thank you first for allowing me to come in here and hang out with you guys, and of course I want to thank my teammates over at Average Joe Motorsports, and I got some good teammates over with AJM, and they're not really aware of this league yet. Maybe I'll bring them over, and I want to thank my family, my wife, my 2 kids, and also I don't know if you allow this or not, but is it okay if I do a little plug for myself?
If it's on your race car.
Yeah. Well, I do have a Twitch channel, so if anybody's out there that's interested in some iRacing content, please come check me out and give me a follow at Topher Grace 83 on Twitch. So yeah, that's all I got, man. I appreciate your time.
And Floor, congrats on that P2 run tonight. Hopefully we'll see you and your buddies back here soon.
Yeah, thank you. Have a good night.
Chris Howell finishing in second tonight. Now we go grab our winner, Talon Smith. Talon, DG, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, you have just got these cars figured out, don't you?
Yeah, they're fun cars to drive.
And the 2 tires stopped. Did you take lefts or rights? I just wanted to know.
I took right sides only.
That was my guess. I knew it was 2. I just didn't know if there was some kind of crazy hack where if you take lefts, some cars respond better to lefts for whatever reason.
No, with this car at most mile and a halfs, when it's just shorter races like that, it's a small, a little bit faster to take rights only compared to 4.
And 4, we got it done tonight. Pick up 9 seconds in the pits with that strategy, but still won by 20. So you had the field covered anyway.
Yeah, I think I got a little lucky with some of the lappers draft. That definitely pulled me away a bit.
10-4, you got the Friends Family sponsor shoutouts tonight for your win here at Atlanta.
Thanks for Golden Eagle for sponsoring the series, and thanks for putting it on.
10-4, short, simple, to the point. Appreciate you, my guy. Thanks for coming out and hanging out with us. Great job winning here tonight in the Golden Eagle Syrup 1987s and all that good stuff. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
There we go. Talon Smith, your winner tonight. Let's run through our final results here. We have Talon with the win, and the Christophers first, the Howl picking up second, and the Walsh picking up third. Then we have Nathan Harper and Lenny grabbing top 5s. Edward Scrimetta, Corey Deal, Jake Lawrence, Dave Hoytsma round out your top 10. Great run for Dave there. Go ahead and jump into page 2. Clapper Newell, Trenton Sneed, Dalton Hayes, Cliff Mullins, Colin Teague, Zach Martin, Ethan Evers, Will Ashburner, Andrew Beach, Ian Montrose round out your top 20. And a pretty deep field tonight. Zach McBride, Daniel Llewellyn, Jeremy Scherer, Joe Monahan, Troy Burke, Will Spark all get the starts tonight. JR Deal will get a provisional for being race control. I hope you enjoyed tonight's broadcast. Thanks for everyone being here tonight. Let's go ahead and run through our sponsors and get the bills paid so we can get on over to the IndyCar side. We have Wild Horse Broadcasting does our ARCA series on Monday nights. That's where it came in. Rev Sim Shop does our Tuesday night Dirt Street stocks. Then we have Labor 12, the awesome rock band out of Lubbock, Texas, doing our Tuesday night truck series. Arc Music does our Wednesday Gen 4 Cup series. That's always a good time. High horsepower cars there. Fort Worth Screen Printing does our Thursday night Xfinity series. Great time there. Longtime sponsors with John Garrett in Fort Worth. Golden Eagle Syrup put on this Superspeedway series race you watched here. I know it was a little bit more like a Speedway tonight, but it was a good show. They got it spread out and put on a good show. CTC Race Network, they did the IndyCar race. It's coming up next, so hopefully you guys can either hang out here or make your way over to the YouTube for the CTC Race Network channel and watch the broadcast of IndyCars. Thank you so much for being here tonight. Hope each and every one of you has a wonderful rest of your Friday, and we'll see you back here at the next race.